Hello everyone, I'm Kiran and I'm really excited to welcome you all to this webinar on Contentful, a modern way to manage digital content more efficiently. So before we start, a quick intro about me. I have over 4 years of experience working in content space and headless front-end frameworks like Next.js. My journey has helped me to understand the common challenges content teams and developers face while working with traditional CMS platforms. Today, I'll walk you through how Contentful solve these modern content management problems and make life easier for both developers and content editors. By the end of this session, you will see how powerful and flexible it is, especially when paired with headless architecture. So let's begin by understanding what Contentful is. Contentful is a modern content management solution, a headless CMS. Unlike traditional CMS platforms where content and design are tightly coupled, in Contentful, it separates content from presentation layer. This means your content can be reused across different platforms like websites, mobile apps, smartwatches, and much more, but from one place. It's API first, support instant updates, integrates with headless frameworks, and reduces developer dependency. Let's now talk about some very common problems that many businesses face when using traditional CMS platforms. This may seem small individually, but together they slow down your content operations and create unnecessary delays and confusion. The first one, content is often scattered across platforms, causing inconsistencies. In many organizations, content is stored in multiple places, some in Google Docs, some in Excel sheets, others inside old CMS platforms. What happens then? Teams are not sure which version is the latest. Designers may be using one version for a banner, the social media team uses a different one, and the web team has no idea what has been approved. This leads to inconsistent messaging, brand confusion, and even outdated content is being published by mistake. It's like having 10 people tell the same story differently. It just doesn't work. And the second one, there are delays due to dependency on developers for even minor changes. In traditional CMS, making even a small change like updating the homepage banner or fixing a typo on a product page often needs a developer's help. But developers are usually busy with bigger tasks like building features or fixing bugs. So content teams end up waiting and waiting. These small tasks pile up, causing unnecessary delays. It slows down marketing campaigns, event updates, or sessional offers that need to go live quickly. This dependency becomes a bottleneck for the entire team. And the third one, collaboration between content and development teams is usually poor. Traditionally, content and development team work in silos. They don't always use the same tools or speak the same language. A content writer may write something and send it to the dev team over a mail or a shared doc expecting it to go live, but the developer might be busy or confused about how it fits into the code base. This results in back and forth communication, mistakes in formatting, and longer cycles just to publish basic content. Without a shared, structured platform, collaboration breaks down. Fourth one, CMS templates are rich and difficult to customize. Most traditional CMS platforms come with pre-built templates. While they may look fine at first, over time they become rigid. Want to create a new landing page layout or a custom banner for a new campaign? You will likely need developer help or plugin installation or even theme rebuilding. This lack of flexibility makes it hard for marketing teams to experiment or move fast. Instead of focusing on content and creativity, they get stuck trying to bend CMS to their needs. And the fifth one, managing multiple locals or brand websites become very complex. If your company operates in different countries or serves multiple brands, managing separate content for each becomes a huge challenge. Traditional CMS often require separate sites or duplicated pages for each local. Imagine doing the same update across 10 different versions for your site. It's slow, error prone, and not scalable. Also, translating content for different languages often requires third party tools or manual copy pasting, which leads to more room for error. All these issues result in slower digital operations, missed opportunities, and a lot of frustration among content, marketing, and dev teams. Here's how Contentful helps solve those issues. Contentful becomes a centralized content hub. The first major benefit is that Contentful acts as a single source of truth. Instead of content being scattered across multiple tools like spreadsheets, emails, docs, or other CMS, everything lives in one place, which is Contentful. Whether it's a blog post, homepage banner, product description, or an FAQ, it all lives inside Contentful in a clean and organized way. This reduces confusion, prevents duplication, and makes sure your team is always working with most up-to-date content. Structured content modeling. Contentful lets you define reusable content types like product, banner, team member, blog, etc. Instead of copying and pasting similar content over and over, you can build these models once and reuse them whenever needed. For example, if your product model has fields like name, price, image, and description, your content editors just need to fill in the values. No need to worry about layouts or formatting. This structure setup makes the content more organized and more powerful, especially when you wanted to scale. High collaboration between teams. Contentful is built for teamwork. Developers, marketers, designers, and writers can all work inside the same platform. For example, a developer can build the front-end components and connect them to the contentful fields. Then, content editors can update those fields without touching any code. This removes the back and forth and waiting time. Everyone has clear roles and can work independently, but still stay connected. Role-based permissions. Not everyone on your team needs the same level of access, right? With Contentful, you can set role-based permissions. This means you can control who can view, edit, approve, or publish content. For example, a writer can only create and edit content. An editor can review and request changes. A publisher can make it live. This helps prevent accidental changes or unapproved content going live. It's great for governance and quality control, especially in large teams or enterprises. Easy integration with front-end frameworks. Contentful is headless, which means it works really well with modern frameworks like Next.js, Remix, Shopify Hydrogen, or even mobile apps. Developers love this flexibility because they can build beautiful, fast websites or apps while the content team manages everything from Contentful. The front end pulls data via APIs, which means once the structure is set up, content can be updated instantly without needing any other code deployment. This means marketing teams can move faster and developers don't get bogged down with the content updates. Let's quickly connect this back to the problems we talked about earlier. Too much dev dependency, editors can make changes on their own. Poor collaboration, everyone works in one structured system. Templates too rigid, developers can create flexible components and editors control the content. Too many locals to manage, you can model localized fields and manage multi-brand, multi-language content from one dashboard. Now that we have seen how Contentful helps teams collaborate better and remove content problems, let's go one level deeper and talk about content modeling and omni-channel delivery. What is content modeling? Think of content modeling as the process of organizing your content into building blocks. For example, instead of creating a full page manually every time, you break it down into reusable pieces like a blog post model, a product model, a banner model, a testimonial, or an FAQ block. Each model has its own structure, like a blog post might have a title, image, author, publish date, body text, etc. Once you define this model, your content editors can simply fill in the blanks and no design or coding required, just like filling out a form. Reusability, the real power of modeling. The beauty of this setup is that you only need to create a structure at once and then reuse it again and again. For example, if you wanted to create 10 different product pages, you don't have to rebuild the layout each time. You just need to enter the product details in the same model. This ensures consistency and how your content looks and behaves. It also saves time and reduces errors since the structure never changes. Use of references, rich text, and media. Contentful also lets you connect content types to each other using references. For example, in a blog post, you can add a reference to another profile and a product or a category. You can also include rich text with formatting links and embedded media and add images, videos, or even PDFs. Everything stays organized and editors have full control without touching code. Omni-channel delivery. What does that mean? This is where the magic really happens. Once your content is structured in Contentful, you can deliver it anywhere, not just your website. With Contentful API's first approach, the same content can be sent to websites, mobile apps, smartwatches, even IoT devices like smart features or voice assistants. This is called omni-channel delivery, delivering the same content to multiple digital channels at the same time. Why is this important? Think about the product promotion. Instead of creating 5 versions of the same message for different platforms, you can now manage one version in Contentful and push it at all platforms. This saves time, reduces duplicate effort, and keeps your brand messaging consistent everywhere. Whether your customer sees the content on your website or mobile app, they see the same up to date message, images, and experience. A Real world example for this, let's say you're running a campaign for a new tire product. You wanted to update the homepage banner, the product detail page, a promotional blog, a notification on the mobile app. With Contentful, you can update the content once and reflects across all these channels because the data is delivered via APIs to wherever it's needed. So, to sum it up, content modeling allows you to define smart, reusable content structures. Editors don't need to worry about layout, they just need to fill in the content. You can link content together easily using references, and the same content can be delivered to everywhere, creating an omni-channel experience for your users. And the best part, you get speed, consistency, and flexibility all in one place. Let's now talk about one of the most exciting features in Contentful, something that editors and marketers really love, and that's live preview. What is live preview? Live preview lets you see how your content will actually look on your website or app while you are editing it. It's like having a mirror that shows you the final output in real time as you type or make changes. This is super helpful because traditionally content editors had to wait for a developer to deploy the content or check it later on a staging site. With live preview, that wait is gone. You see immediate results, which speeds up publishing and avoids surprises after going live. What do you need to make it work? Setting up live preview in Contentful is simple, but there are few steps to make it work properly. First, you need to enable live preview inside your Contentful space. Then, you'll need to add your live preview URL. This is usually the staging version of your front end, like a dev or a test site. Most importantly, your front-end app built in React, Next.js, or any other front-end frameworks needs to be set up to support previews. This is a key point. Live preview only works when the front-end is ready to receive draft content and render it correctly. So developers and content teams need to work together at the beginning to make sure everything is properly configured. What is inspector mode in live preview? One of the coolest features in live preview is inspector mode. This lets editor not only preview the content but also click on any section of the page and it will automatically open the correct entry in Contentful. For example, if you are looking at the homepage preview and you see a homepage banner or a hero banner you wanted to update, you just click on it and Contentful takes you straight to the content entry that controls it. This saves a lot of time because you don't need to search through content types or guess which entry it is. It's smart and it's fast. Why is this helpful? Editors and content creators often work visually. They wanted to see what their users will see. With live preview, you get real-time visual feedback, so you can make better decisions about layout, formatting, and messaging. It also improves the QA process. Since everything is visible as being edited, teams can spot errors early and fix them quickly. In short, it helps everyone move faster with more confidence. And real world use case, let's say you are updating a homepage banner for an upcoming sale. With live preview, you change the title text, update the image, and adjust the button label, and you instantly see the new version on the preview site. If something looks off, you tweak it again. No waiting, no deployments, no back and forth with developers. It feels like just editing a live web page, but safely before the content is published. So, to wrap this up, Contentful Live Preview gives real-time content visibility. Editors can click on content directly from the preview to edit it. It makes collaboration smoother and publishing faster. And yes, make sure your front end is properly set up to support previews. That's a key step many forget. This feature alone can save hours of time each week for a marketing and content team. Now let's explore a powerful new feature that makes Contentful even more friendly, especially for non-technical users like content editors, marketers, and designers. This feature is called Contentful Studio. Contentful Studio is a visual editor. This means you can see how your content is laid out as you build it. It's called a what you see is what you get editor. So instead of working in a form-based interface with fields like title, image, body, etc., Studio gives you a more visual and interactive experience, almost like editing a page builder. One of the best features in Studio is a drag and drop interface. You can drag blocks like hero banners, text sections, product carousels, CTS, and place them exactly where you want them on the page. It feels intuitive, like creating a page in PowerPoint or Canva. This makes it really easy to build rich, engaging layouts without needing to code or ask a developer for help. It's structured and safe. Even though Studio looks visual, it still respects your structured content models in the background. This means your content stays reusable, scalable, and clean, just like we discussed earlier. It's not like those messy visual builders that break your site if you move something wrong. In Contentful Studio, structure and design work together, giving you both flexibility and control. Studio also supports predefined templates that your developers or designers can create in advance. For example, your dev team might define templates for landing pages, product highlights, blog layouts. Then your marketing team can simply pick a template, fill in the content, and publish it without worrying about structure, branding, or spacing. Who is this for? Contentful Studio is designed especially for non-technical users. If you're a marketer, campaign manager, or content editor, this gives you the power to create, update, and preview content all on your own. You no longer need to write tickets for the dev team every time you wanted to change a heading, moving a blog, or launching a page. Why? It's a big step forward. For years, one of the main complaints about structured content systems was that they weren't friendly for editors. Content Studio solves that problem. It combines the power of structured content with the ease of visual building. Now, both developers and content creators can work in harmony. Devs build the building blocks, and content teams use those blocks visually. To summarize, Contentful Studio gives a visual, drag and drop editing experience. It works with predefined templates for consistency and easy. It respects your structured content so your content stays clean and scalable. And it's perfect for non technical users who want more control and less dependency on developers. In short, Studio helps your team move faster, collaborate better, and stay in control for your digital content. Let's move on to a really exciting part of Contentful, and that's its AI powered features. Today, many content teams are expected to produce high volumes of content quickly in different languages for different audience, all while staying on brand and SEO optimized. This is not easy, and that's where Contentful AI capabilities come in and help in a big way. AI powered actions, saving time and improving quality. The first set of AI features in Contentful is what we call AI powered actions. These actions are built right into the content editor and help you create or improve content instantly. Here are a few examples. The first one, auto generate SEO tags. When you're writing a blog or a landing page, one important one is SEO, like page titles and meta descriptions. But let's be honest, writing effective SEO tags every time can be boring or confusing. With Contentful AI, you can simply click a button and it will generate SEO titles and descriptions for you based on your content. This not only saves time but also improves your search visibility on platforms like Google. And the second one, rewrite or draft content using AI. Let's say you have written a paragraph but it doesn't sound right, or maybe you are stuck or need help starting. With Contentful AI, you can either ask it to rewrite your content in a better tone or even generate a first draft based on your short prompt you give. For example, you could write, create a product summary for winter ties, and the AI will generate a paragraph for you instantly. This is super helpful when you are in a hurry or trying to come up with creative ideas. And the third one, translate for localization. If your brand operates in multiple countries or multiple languages, this next feature is a game changer. Contentful AI can translate content automatically into other languages, saving you from doing it manually or hiring translator for small updates. This means you can go global faster when maintaining consistent quality and tone. And the fourth one, variable support for personalization. Now here's something really smart. Contentful lets you use variables in your content. Think of variables as placeholders that change based on your audience. For example, you can create one piece of content that says, welcome back, a specific username. Check out offers in a specific location. The AI understands and helps you personalize your content dynamically based on the things like user's name and location and device and much more. These AI features are powered by some of the best AI technologies in the world, including OpenAI, the same engine behind ChatGPT, and Amazon Bedrock. These integrations are deeply connected to your contentful environment, so the AI understands your content model, your brand voice, and even the relationship between different pieces of content. That means it's not just generic AI, it's context aware and works within the rules and structure you have defined. Now, let's move to the next part of AI in Contentful, which is media and personalization. So far, we have talked about AI for text, But Contentful also uses AI to enhance your media content like images. AI-powered assets via ImageX integration. Contentful is integrated with ImageX, a powerful media platform that enhances images using AI. Here's what it can do. The first one, smart cropping. No need to crop images manually for different screen sizes or layouts. ImageX can automatically detect the important part of an image, like a face or a product, and crop around it intelligently. And the second one, resolution boost and enhancement. If you upload an image that's a bit blurry or low resolution, ImageX can enhance its quality on the fly. No Photoshop needed. This ensures that your visuals always look sharp and professional on every device. And the third one, auto alt text generation. For accessibility and SEO, adding alt text is important but often forgotten. Contentful AI can automatically generate alt text for each image by analyzing its content. This improves your site accessibility and compliance with zero extra effort. And the best part, all of this happens right inside Contentful's media library. No external tools or exports required. Now, personalization with AI. Now, let's talk about personalized content. One of the most powerful use cases for AI. With Contentful AI, you can create AI assisted content variants. Let's say you wanted to show different messages to new users or returning users. Instead of writing separate pages manually, AI can help you generate and manage different versions of the same content targeted to each audience. And segment based suggestions. Contentful can help you suggest content variations based on your audience segments. For example, people from different locations, first time visitors versus repeated customers, mobile users for desktop users. They help you test and optimize what content works best for each group, helping you increase engagement and conversations. So, in short, Contentful AI helps you create faster, translate smarter, personalize better. It improves your text with auto generation, rewrites, and SEO help. It improves your media with smart cropping, resolution boosts, and alt text. And it helps your audience get connect that feels more relevant and more human. All of this means less manual work, faster content production, and a better experience for your users across every touchpoint. Let's now talk about a very practical and important part of content management, especially for large teams. That is workflows and automations. Managing content is not just about writing and publishing. In real world teams, content usually goes through multiple steps: writing, reviewing, approvals, translation, scheduling, publishing, and so on. Doing all of this manually can be tiring and slow. That's where Contentful's automation features really shine. What are the automations in Contentful? The first one, webhooks. A webhook is like a trigger. It tells another tool when something important happens in Contentful. For example, you can set a webhook to send a Slack message when a blog is published, or notify a QA team when a translation is completed. Push data to your analytics tool when content is updated. This helps connect Contentful with other tools your team already uses and without any manual steps. Now, the second one, scheduled content releases. Sometimes you wanted to prepare content in advance and publish it later, like for a weekend offer or a product launch. With Contentful, you can schedule content releases to go live automatically at a specific time. So you don't need to stay online late at night or during holidays just to hit publish. It saves time and helps team plan better. And the third one, third party integration and SDKs. Contentful plays well with other tools. It supports third party integrations and offers open source SDKs. So developers can connect Contentful with almost any system, whether it's a e-commerce backend, CRM, analytics tool, or custom software. Contentful can fit into your tech stack very smoothly. Now let's look at something really useful, especially for non-technical teams, which is the workflow builder. This is a no-code visual tool that lets you design and manage approval workflows right inside Contentful without writing a single line of code. Designing custom multi-step flows, you can drag and drop steps to create flows like draft to review, review to legal, legal to publish. You decide what steps are needed, who is responsible at each stage, what actions happen when something moves forward. Everything happens in a visual interface like a canvas, so it's super easy to understand. You can also add automated triggers to move content between stages. For example, when a blog is marked as ready for review, it can automatically notify the editor. When approved, it can move to translation and then to publishing, all without manual follow-up. A real-life example for this is a simple but powerful use case for a blog entry. A draft by author to AI SEO enhancement to improve visibility, then review by editor, then translation for other regions, and then approval by legal, and then to publish it to live site. All of this can be fully automated and tracked inside Contentful using the workflow builder. And why is this matter? Without a proper workflow, content can easily get lost in email threads or forget in Google Doc. Teams spend a lot of time following up, waiting for approvals, or figuring out who has the latest version. Contentful's workflow solves that by creating a clear process, assigning responsibility, and keeping everything visible and organized. To sum it up, Contentful lets you automate repeated tasks using webhooks, content releases, and integrations. You can assign roles to avoid mistakes and control access. The no-code workflow builder helps teams build approval flows that match their real process. You can track content at every stage, reduce follow-ups, and improve speed. So in short, your content operations become faster, smarter, and more reliable, but without any extra effort. Let's take a moment now to look at some most exciting features that Contentful has recently introduced. This shows that Contentful is not standing still. It's constantly evolving, improving, and listening to what modern content teams really need. Better live preview and inspector mode. Contentful has made big improvements to its live preview and inspector mode features. Now, content editors can see the changes reflected immediately on the preview site, and they can even click directly on a section to jump to that exact content entry in the editor. This real-time feedback builds confidence, reduces back and forth, and saves a lot of time for QA on marketing teams. Smarter and more flexible AI actions. Contentful's AI capabilities have become even smarter. Whether it's generating SEO tags, drafting copy, or rewriting headlines, AI is now more accurate, more flexible, and more aligned with your content structure. This helps both marketers and developers move faster and reduce manual effort. Enhanced workflow automation. The workflow builder has been improved too, now offering even more flexibility and a better visual experience. Teams can build custom, multi-step approval flows with clear rules, roles, and actions. This is especially useful for large content teams who deal with high volume and complex process. Personalization capabilities. Another area where Contentful is growing, personalization. Teams can now deliver tailored content to specific user groups like returning visitors, customers from a certain location, or users on a different devices. And with AI help, you can even create and test different versions of content to see what performs best. AI enhanced images with Imagex. Contentful's integration with Imagex is also getting smarter. Now your images can be auto-enhanced, cropped intelligently, and even a alt text generated by AI, all inside the Contentful media library. No need for extra design tools. Granular role permissions. One last update, and the big one for enterprise users, is the ability to set granular permissions. You can now access based on specific roles, spaces, content types, or environments. This ensures better security, governance, and compliance, especially in big organizations. So, in summary, Contentful is always improving. It's more editor friendly, more AI powered, and more flexible than ever before. These updates make Contentful not just a CMS, but a powerful content platform for a modern digital experiences. Before we wrap up, here are a few quick best practices to keep in mind if you're planning to use Contentful for your business. Design for reusability. Always build content types with reusability in mind. For example, if you are creating a testimonial or a product blog, think about how that same structure could be reused across pages or platforms. Plan for localization from the start. If your business operates in multiple countries or languages, design your content models to support localization right from day one. This will save you a huge effort later on. Integrate Contentful into your CI/CD pipeline. Work with your dev team to connect Contentful with your development and deployment process. This helps ensure fast, secure updates to your site or app. Use webhooks and automation. Webhooks and automation rules help you notify the right people, trigger integrations, or publish at scheduled times, making your process faster and smarter. Set permissions carefully. Use role-based access controls to make sure the right people have the right level of access. This avoids accidental changes and ensures a smooth editorial workflow. These best practices will help you scale your content operations with confidence, control, and consistency. Before we close, I just wanted to say a big thank you to everyone who joined today's session. I hope this webinar helped you to understand how Contentful can solve modern content challenges and how it can give your team more speed, more flexibility, and more freedom to create and scale your digital content. Whether you are a developer, a content editor, or a business owner, Contentful give you the tools to move faster and work smarter. If you have any questions, ideas, or would like help implementing Contentful in your business, feel free to reach out. We would be happy to help or guide you in any way we can. Once again, I'm Kiran. Thank you so much for your time, attention, and energy. Wishing you all the best in your digital journey and hope to connect again soon.